Welcome to the finals of Rivals Team League Season 2. So we have 10-minute queues against Spartan Warriors. Both teams actually from Group B. Spartan Warriors was first place in the group. 10-minute queues came second place. And so we have Srpss representing 10-minute queues, Pontiki of Spartan Warriors, and you see Middle Oasis as the first map. We see Srpss running a variation of the Razorhawk deck. So he decided to put in Talons, and has dogs, jump jets, and pitbull. So this looks like it wants to be like anti-aggro, also anti-Razorback. So in Razorback Mirror, the Talon becomes quite effective as anti-air capabilities, and then the pitbull instead of the slingshot allows your pitbull to not only fight off Razorbacks but also attack the slingshot. And dogs are a good opener because most openers are infantry, so you get your dogs out earlier to counter the early riflemen. So we see first missiles charging. Srpss actually has a harvester out, while Pontiki does not. So Pontiki really needs this first missile. But Srpss is doing an excellent job stalling. And you see he has the Tiberium advantage. Pontiki is actually also running a fairly expensive deck. Quite interesting, he heavily relies on getting a harvester kill. Oh no, looks like Pontiki's gonna grab this one. Srpss let the laser squads onto the pads. We'll see where Pontiki goes from here. He really needs to get a harvester out though. If he doesn't, Srpss can snowball his Tiberium advantage into a win here. So otherwise Pontiki is pretty much never going to get out a stealth tank or a Banshee. The 50 cost of the air tower is too much. So you see Srpss now just starving out Pontiki, so he controls all the Tiberium on the map. This is wall of Mohawks. And then has his Razorbacks who can hover through the Mohawks, take out the laser squads. Mohawks crush the bikes. Bike spam from Pontiki, but he's just got no Tiberium. And you see an excess of Tiberium from Srpss. So eventually he can just throw his harvester on a pad as well. So he can have a forward position for the other two paths, and then put the harvester back on the Tiberium after this missile launches. So you see happen. It's kind of cool, you don't see Jackson boost some harvesters very often. No, still no harvester for Pontiki. Srpss has over 200 Tiberium. Just able to spam his air. And Pontiki can't do much because he can't afford to get a Banshee out. So just positional little nuances going on, controlling Tiberium. Srpss just sacrificed a Razorback so that he could make one with full health. As the missile is getting very close to charge. Again, harvester will go on the back pad. Controls both pads. Secures the game. It's well played by Srpss. Knowing how large his Tiberium advantage was, and then using that to secure the win even after losing the first missile. So Pontiki gets second map pick.
New objective received.
And we go to 2 fuses. Okay, so pontiki has a variation of the deck SRPSS played in the previous game. So he swapped the Pitbull for a slingshot and the Mohawk for an Orca. And pontiki actually makes a harvester this game. And SRPSS has switched to just another variation of the Razorhawk, as I like to call it, deck. So it's the version with Predator tanks. Predator tank slot is usually the one that's switched around. It could be Sandstorm, could be MLRS, could be Grenadiers. Usually some tier 2 or tier 3 in Sandstorm's case. Anti-vehicle.
Building online. Unit ready.
So slingshot's out for SRPSS, and then for the Razorback, protect his missile squads that are fighting the War Dogs.
Unit enhanced.
Okay, boosted jump jets for pontiki. Looks like he's going for the slingshot. It's a couple shots off.
Unit lost.
Now Razorback out for SRPSS, and pontiki responds with his own slingshot.
Unit lost.
So we'll see how this exchange goes. Pontiki can use his slingshot to get on the pad. Okay. Oh, and pontiki blocked the repair drone. Excellent block.
Unit ready.
Anti-air relocating. You got it. I'm on it. Copy that. Surfing out.
SRPSS, you can see him, he's feeling the pressure. There's a bit of delay there before he made that Razorback. He's debating what he needed, what unit to make. So I guess he feels the stress to kill the the jump jets. With these slingshots, they're just shooting down any air unit that comes within range.
Lost. Unit ready.
Now Predator tank comes out, so after he cleared the jump jet troopers, he makes the Predator tank, but
Enhanced.
pontiki makes his second set, or his third now, I think, set of jump jet troopers, boosts them in. Yeah, this is really tough because SRPSS tries to make the Razorback to counter the infantry, but the slingshots kill the Razorback, and he could try to make Rifleman, but pontiki has his own Razorbacks, or had his own Razorback.
Unit ready.
It died. And SRPSS might secure the top pad, yeah, but jump jets clear the bottom. Okay, now the Riflemen are out.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Is the Mohawk going to be able to... No, it does not kill the slingshot in time. Holy cow. Looks like pontiki then take game number 2.
New objective available.
Game 3, SRPSS picks Orbit. And pontiki sticks with the same deck from game 2. And SRPSS goes back to his deck from game 1. So now we have almost a mirror. Just differences the slingshot and the pitbull. Very interesting. Pitbull's out for SRPSS. A little bit of damage on the dog, and looks like pontiki's saving up for an Orca? I don't know. Or he's just chilling.
Building online.
Yeah, okay, so there's the Orca. Talon in response for SRPSS.
Unit ready.
And slingshot for pontiki. So we'll see. Oh, I don't know if pontiki will be able to get on the pad. No, it doesn't even matter if the pitbull on the back. Oh, I take that back. It does matter. And pontiki actually might take this missile now. Oh, damn. Good move. The Orca just cleared the top pad at the last second.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Oh, is the Talon gonna... Dang, Pontiki saves his Orca. Oh, but the Pitbull snipes it.
Moving out.
Unit enhanced.
Boosted jump jets to try and protect this Harvester from the Pitbulls.
Unit lost.
Looks like they'll get the Harvester.
Harvester ready.
So probably Mohawks, yeah, Mohawks coming out.
I'm on it.
And Srpss would probably need to make his own jump jets to deal with this slingshot.
Unit ready.
Oh, but gets the Mohawk just in place with a repair drone, but a boosted second slingshot
Powering up thrusters.
comes out.
Crystals are calling.
So Srpss is still putting pressure on the Harvester.
Unit ready.
Slingshot.
Unit ready.
Jump jet is amped.
Just has a nice repair drone here where he can just kind of dive in and out
Let's fly.
and heal up. He gets a few shots off, then goes and heals.
I'm on it.
Unit ready.
Okay, so now we see the second missile's coming up. Looks like Srpss is able to take this one.
Major structural damage received. Unit lost.
Fly.
Unit ready.
Jump jet is amped. I'm on it.
See the effect of the Pitbulls are just their versatility compared to the slingshot.
Unit lost.
Slingshot is more annoying to deal with because of the range. Because it's specialty in anti-air, kills are a little faster, but you get more overall damage output from the Pitbull, and it helps in being able to counter
Enhanced.
the opponent's slingshot. So it's a good kind of
Lost.
tech switch
Lost.
in expected mirror matches.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
It's kind of interesting the development of the Razorhawk decks.
Unit ready. Unit
People started, put in Talons to help counter, and then switched to the Pitbulls. The Pitbulls help counter the slingshots and the Talons, and now these decks that run War Dogs and Jump Jets.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Very interesting.
Unit lost. Nuclear weapon launched.
Well, Srpss is able to secure the third missile. He just got too much value from his units and some very good repair drones. So now Srpss is up 2-1 in the series. Game 4. Still see
2.
both players going Liang.
New objective
Pontiki
received.
chooses
Unit
open
ready.
water. An Aurora Bomber deck though.
Harvester ready.
Ready to collect.
And Srpss sticking with the same deck. So if he wins this game, then all three of his victories are with this same deck. And the one deck he switched, he would have lost. But we'll see what Pontiki can do. Open water is a strong map for Orca Bombers, but it is expensive, so we'll see if he can get it out.
Warning. Our base is under attack.
So interesting that he runs Slingshot and Pitbull, while also having Talons as anti-air. It seems pretty redundant,
Ready to roll.
in my opinion. But we'll see how it works out.
Unit ready.
Oh, a nice stall there with the repair drone from Pontiki, and the counter repair drone from Srpss
Missile
gives him the first missile. So
Major structural damage received.
what I mean by redundant is that
Building online.
you have your Talon, which is air anti-air, and then you have from your War Factory Pitbull, which obviously fills multiple roles but has anti-air capabilities, and then also the Slingshot. So it just seems like there's a lot of anti-air units,
Unit ready.
like you don't necessarily need. Like the Pitbull you're not really using as anti-vehicle. Especially against the deck that Srpss is playing. The only like other vehicle would be good against is War Dogs. It don't matter because your missiles trade with them anyway.
Unit lost.
And his Pitbull, which Pitbull versus Pitbull is, well, even. and then the one deck where he had Predator, which Pitbull is not a good choice against Predator. So yeah, I'm not sure about the Pitbull in the deck. Wow, what a flip! So Srpss actually takes set 3-1. Now 10-minute queues is up in the match 1-0. So move on to set number 2 in this series.
Control.
Alright, set 2 of the finals. So we have Striker
Building online.
from 10-minute queues, Keniemi from Spartan Warriors. So first game is on cracked ice. See Striker running Air Mammoth. We've seen him run this deck before. I believe he last week, so in the semifinals, beats Alicia Destiny with this deck, and I think it was actually this map too. And we see Keniemi running so a version of the Razorhawk deck. Kind of interesting. So he runs War Dogs instead of the usually secondary anti-vehicle unit of choice being the MLRS, Predator, Sandstorm, or Grenadiers. So what I would imagine his goal is to be super aggressive. So he gets the first missile at 1 minute, which is pretty good. But Striker has 2 harvesters out now. Oh, okay, so very good. So you see Keniemi move his Miltons from the bottom pad as soon as Striker came to contest the top pad, so that it was charging instead of contesting 1-1. So yeah, he wants to be really aggressive and just charge as much as possible. So to prevent like a rifleman stalemate, he runs War Dogs in his deck, so he can switch to War Dogs as a quick, cheap counter to his opponent's rifleman. We see the first Mammoth out now, and the Jackson boost on it is coming to take the back pad. We'll see. Okay, looks like all pads will be stalled for now. Keniemi cleared the bottom left pad, but now a Hammerhead comes out for Striker. So looks like Striker's going to take this missile. Man, the Mammoth anti-air damage. So laughable, which is good. Because otherwise, the thing would be unstoppable. Just funny. Another second Mammoth out and a Hammerhead to shut down the air units. It's going to be tough for Kenny. He lost his Harvester, or makes his Harvester. Oh boy. It looks like Striker is going to take this game. Very strong tech player. Knows how to play against these more aggressive decks. So yeah, uses his Harvester to go on the back pad. It's the third and final missile, so Mammoth on each pad, Harvester on the back one, and Hammerhead now. More for it. Oh, Hammerhead one-shots the Yang drone now. Did it always, or was that just post-nerf? I don't see that interaction often, but that was funny. So Striker goes up 1-0. So Kenny picks Broken Mesa. So sticking with the Razorhawk decks, this time with the Grenadier version. Oh, and Striker. Interesting. So no Razorback. Chooses snipers instead, and then has Talon and Pitbull.
Unit lost.
See, I don't like that choice at all. One, because most decks run Razorback, which can dive through pipples to kill snipers. And also, last game Kenny was running a deck that ran War Dogs, which also snipers aren't effective against, obviously. But I think the Talon is a good choice. Can help fight off the opponent's Razorbacks. So we'll see. Yeah, like the Razorback can just dive in there. Kill these snipers. The Grenadiers protect it from the pipples. The first missile goes to Kenny.
Major structural damage perceived.
So Striker makes his airfield.
Unit lost.
So probably Kenny responds with a slingshot.
Unit ready.
And it just makes a War Factory.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Yeah, the Razorback just dives into the Talon. Fight off the snipers. It's an interesting position for the sniper team there. As you have, there's no reason for the snipers to be on the pad there. It's not stalling. Snipers obviously have 2 range, so they don't need to be right next to. Oh, Ion Cannon comes out. Okay, clears 2 missile squads, and Striker gets the second missile. Okay. Okay. Got a game on our hands.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
So,
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
see if he can get another good ion cannon
Unit ready.
for the final missile. Look at the Razorback, man. Ooh.
Unit lost.
Just dives in, it doesn't care.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Razorback and missile squad is all you need.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Uh-oh. Okay, another ion cannon. Here's the middle pad, and Striker... Oh no, the Pipple ran too far. Oh, and it dies. The missile is stalled.
Unit lost.
Oh, looks like Kenny...
Unit
Oh,
ready.
bring to the slingshot to deal with this
Unit
Talon.
ready.
And needs to block with the missile squad, and he does.
Nuclear weapon launched.
Game goes to Kenny. Well played. So this set is tied 1-1.
3, 2, 1.
Striker's map pick.
Available.
This is Center Rally. And Striker goes for a Sandstorm MSV deck. Cool. And Kenny Emmy sticking with the same deck as last game. So with Grenadiers should actually be pretty good for Kenny. And there's no slingshot for Striker.
Sniper team, send us in.
Snipers come out, so they'll handle the infantry. Oh no. Okay, that was pretty nice. Striker gets his shots off, runs back. He's using his missile squads to block.
Building online. Unit
Now
ready.
makes the MSV, so Striker's preparing for something. I guess a boosted Pitbull. The Razorback's out now for Kenny and just slaughters the snipers.
Ready.
boosted Pitbull going after the Razorback. Like that misfeat isn't gonna do a whole lot. Like there's no reason for the MLRS. Kenny just runs Slingshot, and it's gonna be a long time before Sandstorm gets out.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
So you see missile squads and Razorbacks for Kenny, and he should counter everything Striker has right now. Oh, but that missile is gonna die. Ooh, it's just long enough for the first missile.
Unit major structural damage received.
Harvester ready to collect.
I'm on it.
Interesting.
Moving out.
I don't know why the
Unit ready.
harvester sound went off there.
Unit lost.
It's weird.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
This is not Tiberium efficient for Striker. Constantly losing these sniper squads. Kenny's just making
Unit ready.
missile squads.
Unit lost.
Occasional Razorback.
Ready.
Pairing with this drone. Now the grenadiers are out. Lobbing grenades.
Unit lost.
I'm on it.
Unit ready.
Okay, Razorback needs to get over there.
Warhead launched.
Kenny wins game 3, so he's up 2-1. So Striker picks Orbit. It's the next map.
New objective available.
For the crystals.
And switches to Nod. So he's running weird deck. Stop it, cat. It's air fanatics with bikes and chem buggy. Okay, stop it, cat. Stop it. Opens with laser drones, interesting, and then goes to fanatics.
It's Kane's will.
Not sure why he wouldn't like follow up with a Venom, as long as the missiles don't get a like, 2v1 defensive position. Venom does alright against one squad of missiles. So now Razorback's out. Kenny clears the fanatics. Jesus, cat, stop!
Unit ready.
Moving to coordinates. It's Kane's will. Kane.
Phantom comes out for Striker. I'll leave the Razorback at 1 health, but almost dies, so that's a terrible trade. Phantom manages to clear the Razorback.
Unit offline.
And the next one. Oh, and this was about to go off.
Unit ready.
Phantom runs away. Clears the bottom left pad. Oh man. This is close. Getting us the first one. A second Phantom comes out.
Structural damage received.
Cool. I guess the thought process here for strikers. Okay, you have your Phantoms out, you shut down the air from Kenny.
Unit ready.
And then all you have to worry about is the infantry, which you have fanatics. And if you need chem buggies, venoms.
Unit ready.
In theory, it should do quite well against Kenny's deck. But it's kind of ridiculous. The Razorback survives the Phantom Volley, I think.
Flying out. His will. EMP missiles on the move. As it has been.
Razorback should be, if it's gonna be that strong, it should be slower. The Phantom has to take so much damage to dive in and get a volley off. And it looks like a Striker is set up to take the second missile. Unless Okay, Kenny has a slingshot up top. Shoot at the Phantom. Kembuggy contests, but Kenny clears it. Ooh. So Kenny wins the set 3-1. So we have the match tied at 1-1 for both teams.
Objective received.
I'm on it. Rifleman ready to move out.
So set 3.
Unit ready.
Got AgentShadow representing Spartan Warriors, and Blade from 10 Minute Qs, and we're on Middle Oasis. So we see the
Unit lost.
Razorhawk deck from Blade that has War Dogs and Jump Jets. And AgentShadow running is tried and true Grenadier version of the Razorhawk deck. So we know AgentShadow plays this a lot,
Unit ready.
and he knows kind of this deck inside and out. This is his go-to. So we'll see how he does. So it looks like he's just trying to pop cap Blade.
Unit
Leave a bunch
ready.
of
Unit
low squad
lost.
War Dogs out.
Unit ready.
He brings out his slingshot to go after the Razorback, and a Pitbull comes out for Blade.
Got it. Forward, march. Moving out.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Anti-air relocating.
Unit ready.
Cover attack
Unit
engaged.
lost.
So another cool thing about this version that Blade's running,
Unit
so you open War Factory for your War Dogs, and then you have cheap access to your Pitbull. Whereas in the infantry opening versions of the deck,
building online.
in order to get like your slingshot out,
Unit
you have to make your War Factory. So it's like 90 cost for your first slingshot,
Unit ready. Unit
way more
lost.
expensive. Whereas you open War Dogs, you could test the rifleman of the other opponent, take your advantage there, force them to make more expensive units in the missile squads, and then when your opponent makes their Razorback or their slingshot, you just make your Pitbull for 40. You already have your War Factory.
Unit enhanced. Unit
So we see both players get a little aggressive on the Harvesters. Razorback tickling the Harvester. And Talon comes out for Blade. Additional anti-air. And looks like actually, unless you can get on that pad, oh, not quick enough.
Unit ready.
AgentShadow gets the first missile.
Unit enhanced.
This slingshot is just shutting it down.
Unit lost.
Grenadiers from AgentShadow come in, and will they get the Harvester kill? One more.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
2 Talons out here.
Unit
Shot down.
enhanced.
Cover attack engaged.
Boosted Grenadiers. Oh, crush the Pitbull. 200 Tiberium for AgentShadow.
Unit ready.
Moving out.
Unit lost.
Anti-air relocating.
So we'll see if he even remakes his Harvester, or if he just kind of goes all in here for the second missile.
Unit enhanced.
So he's got a slingshot well positioned to his anti-air, his Razorback to counter the infantry, and he holds. So AgentShadow goes up 1-0 in this series. Game 2,
3, 2,
Blade picks Lone Spire.
objective available.
AgentShadow sticking with
Unit
the same
ready.
deck.
Ready for action.
Blade switching to a Giga Fanatic deck. Saw him running this deck in the
Unit ready.
rifle Iron General War tournament that happened this weekend.
Unit ready.
Where Blade actually won the whole thing. Beat Suzaku in the final. Spoilers.
Building online.
So some strong anti-infantry for Blade. Got his fanatics and wheels.
Unit ready.
Razorback out for AgentShadow. Help protect his missile squads. Oh, and a stealth tank already. So stealth tank is boosted by the fanatics and shuts down the Razorback. But he's unable to contest the pads because both those pads had missile squads on them. Oh, this is one last volley on the Razorback. Speedy stealth tank, can he get there? Oh no. Oof. Lost his stealth tank. It's probably a little ambitious there. The Razorback was being pulled back anyway, and it was one shot. Could have saved the stealth tank. It's too expensive to be disposable like that.
Yes, Commander.
Unit ready.
The bikes aren't even targets on the Razorback. Okay, second stealth tank comes out. Let's see if this one can stay alive.
Unit ready. Unit
Oh, the
enhanced.
Grenadiers though are out and they're boosted.
Unit lost.
Oh, they're trying to contest the top right pad. Fanatics are out.
Ready.
Trying to shut down the Grenadiers, and now the Razorback comes out for AgentShadow. Grenadiers slow down those bikes to protect the Razorback. This one squad of bikes gets double boosted. Oh, but the Grenadier squads are too strong.
Unit lost. Missile launched.
AgentShadow takes game 2. Game 3, Blade switches back to GDI,
1. New objective.
opts for
received.
Tug of War, and bring in a Mammoth deck.
Building online.
It's Mammoth MSV.
Unit
Um,
Riflemen, lead the way.
oh, sorry, no, that's AgentShadow with the Mammoth MSV. Oh, damn. Okay,
Marching orders received.
so I've seen this before from, I think it was actually AgentShadow too. So when he expects the other player to play Mammoth, in order to
Moving out.
have the favorable matchup against another Mammoth player,
You got it.
what beats Mammoth? A boosted Mammoth. So he runs MSV, so he gets his MSV Mammoth
Building
out.
online.
Move out.
So just swapped Grenadier for the MSV. And it's funny because the MSV really does nothing else in the deck. Like, okay, it could boost a slingshot, but
Ready for action.
who cares? It's very interesting. We'll see if it works out for AgentShadow. He actually has
Building online.
2 harvesters out, and Blade does not have a second harvester. So Blade's getting more aggressive.
Warhead cancelled.
AgentShadow manages to stall for a little bit. Oh, but the Resurrect did not live long enough to stall.
Launched.
So now Blade will make a second harvester.
Damage received.
Won the first missile, and now he has a 1 missile buffer.
Unit lost.
So if he loses a second missile, you know, he still has the third
Building
one.
online.
Oh, move out. I'm on it.
But with this Tiberium advantage, AgentShadow will get his Mammoth tank out first, coming out real soon.
Unit lost.
It's showtime.
So see, Blade won't be able to get his Mammoth out until around 2 minutes. Oh, and the MSV is set up now too for AgentShadow.
Back up on the way.
So Mammoth is out for Blade, so what Blade needs to do is get Grenadiers with his Mammoth and then stack his Mammoth on the Grenadiers so the AgentShadow's Mammoth can't run them over. So yeah, he makes his Grenadiers. Now he's got to protect them with the Mammoth. MSV getting set up here for an AgentShadow. Oh, was trying to block. Oh no!
Launched.
Blade doesn't even have a slingshot on the back pad. Oh, second Mammoth comes out for AgentShadow. Cleans it up. Oh, and manages to run over the Grenadiers. Clears a slingshot and has free reign. Oh, Blade's not doing anything. Okay. That makes a mammoth. Maybe he's having some technical difficulties there. 2 minutes out for AgentShadow. This game is over.
Unit ready. Nuclear missile launched.
So, AgentShadow wins the set 3-0. Which means Spartan Warriors is up 2-1 in the match. And so set 4, 10-minute Qs needs to win to tie it up and go to an ace match. So hopefully they do that. Get an ace match for the finals. So set number 4, this match.
1. New objective available.
Have KelinDrawn of Spartan Warriors and Suzaku from 10-minute Qs.
Unit ready.
So again, we've seen a lot of GDI. So on Battlefield here, we see Strong Arm from KelinDrawn. So Strong Arm can be quite strong, as you can get a turret placement here or here in the center, which helps block off some modes of travel and for your opponent, and then also can shoot
Building
a
online.
section of each of these pads.
Marching orders received.
And you see Suzaku, okay, he's running Air Mammoth. He's got 2 harvesters out and his airfields. He didn't even open up with his barracks. So his drones, so he just wants to contest, protect his harvesters. And so Keelan's running just an aggressive Razorhawk deck. So his head slingshot got the Pitbull, and he's got jump jet troopers. Oh, what a last second stall and then flip for Suzaku. This is really bad for Keelan.
Received.
'Cause he would have no answer for the Mammoth, and now Suzaku has so much time
Unit
to get a
lost.
Mammoth out.
Unit lost.
So barracks and missile squad help out with the Pitbulls. Also makes his tech lab cheaper. No reason not to make the barracks.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
So we'll see the first Mammoth out. I think it'll be around 155. Okay, 150.
Unit lost.
Now,
Unit ready.
Keelan's got his Mohawks. Then Suzaku has Hammerhead. Hammerhead comes out. Jackson boosts on the Mammoth. Oh, good block there with the strong arm turret. Hammerhead run all the way around, fly all the way around.
Unit lost.
Take some additional damage. Hammerhead comes. Oh no, Suzaku, no, not like this.
Unit warhead launched.
So Keelan gets
Unit lost.
the second missile.
Unit ready.
Jackson boost on the Mammoth tank.
Unit lost.
So he's going for the harvesters.
Unit ready.
Could make another Mammoth now.
Unit
Ooh.
lost. Unit lost.
Pitbull clears it.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Another Mammoth will be. Oh no, it decides for the Hammerhead.
Unit
So
lost.
I guess since he figures
Unit lost.
the only
Unit ready.
real counter for Keelan is the Mohawk. But Keelan sees double Mohawk and a Mammoth. He's got no good response, so he concedes. So Suzaku goes up. Window.
New objective received.
So we head to Tug of War.
Building online.
Game 2.
Unit ready.
Suzaku bringing Mammoth. Okay.
Unit lost.
So instead of running Grenadiers or Sandstorm or Predator, you run Mammoth. So I guess he was predicting KelinDrawn to run the Razorhawk deck with Sandstorm, so you bring Mammoth instead. to counter the Sandstorm with the greater tech unit. But KelinDrawn is running same deck as last game, so a more aggressive version. So he's got his Pipples and Jump Jets. But now 2 Harvesters are out for Suzaku, and the missile is only halfway charged, so it's pretty good for Suzaku here.
Unit lost. Building online. Unit ready.
So it'll be hard for Suzaku to actually stall, but
Unit ready.
he tries to. Ends up expending his repair drone
Major structural damage
for
received.
nothing.
Unit
But I
lost.
guess that's okay.
Unit ready.
Not really, but if this Razorback kills a Harvester,
Unit ready. Unit lost.
might, just might.
Unit ready.
I mean, it's not a huge deal because Keelan's deck is so cheap. Yeah, he doesn't even have a like a Tiberium dump. So even with an additional 80 Tiberium, it just would allow him to kind of spam more of his troops, but he doesn't have anything to invest in, like ion cannon or a tech unit. Okay, good stall from Suzaku. Okay, Pipple gets on the middle there for Keelan. Oh, and clears the back pad. Oh, okay. So Keelan does Harvester on the back pad and is running his Rifleman in there. Moving his Harvester to the middle pad. Oh, okay, first Mammoth is out. So Suzaku got it. Oh no. Is the Harvester going to block? Does not, but the missile launches just before. Oh, wow. What a close game. KelinDrawn was all in there. Had to win that. So now we're tied 1-1.
2-1. New objective available.
Game 3 is hot zone.
Unit ready.
See Keelan bring it on. Running Fanatic Giga Cannon. And instead of a Stealth Tank, choosing a Phantom. Don't really agree with that choice. And then Suzaku running Razorback deck.
Unit ready.
Razorhawk deck. It's Predator Tank. Which should be okay. So he's got Jackson too, so he could boost the Predator to try and get at the Giga. So that's not too bad. But probably the
Unit ready.
Grenadier version would be better, I would think.
Unit lost.
But anyway, so I don't like the Stealth Tank. Sorry, I don't like the Phantom instead of the Stealth Tank because in order to make the Phantom, you have to make your air tower. So your first Phantom costs 150 Tiberium. Whereas your first Stealth Tank, you're already going to have your War Factory because you open wheels. So your first Stealth Tank is only going to be 100 Tiberium. So
Nuclear missile.
you're going to get your Stealth Tank out faster. Stealth Tank one-shots the Razorback. Phantom does not one volley does not kill the Razorback for the Phantom. So Phantom, even being like the air specialist, is actually worse against air than the Stealth Tank. It costs the same. And then the Stealth Tank also has the added advantage of being able to hit ground. The only advantage over the Phantom is the fact that it's air, so it has more maneuverability. However, most people are playing GDI, which have slingshots, which makes it much harder to get your air units into position, which makes it harder for your Phantom to actually shoot down the air of your opponent. So it's just a number of reasons why I think Stealth Tank would be a better choice.
Unit ready.
And it looks like Suzaku takes this game, holding the pads with his air units. KelinDrawn was unable to get out of his Phantom, so his anti-air is quite poor, just being the laser squads and bikes. So potentially if he used a stealth tank, he could have made a difference there. But now, so Suzaku's up 2-1. We'll move on to game 4.
3, 2, 1. New objective received.
So game 4, we're on 2 fuses.
Unit ready.
Suzaku running Sandstorm version of the Razorhawk deck. KelinDrawn sticking with his same
Unit ready.
more aggressive version with jump jets and pitbull. See Keelan just throw away Rifleman squad in a 2v1 situation there. Not sure what that was about.
Unit lost.
Obviously not a very good trade. And you see Suzaku throws away his weak squad there. He's only had 2 models left.
Unit ready.
So now Razorback out for Keelan, and Suzaku responds with his own Razorback.
Unit lost.
So all the Riflemen die. All that's left are 2 Razorbacks.
Building online.
So that's cool.
Unit ready.
So KelinDrawn makes a War Factory and responds with a Pitbull.
Unit ready.
And the second Pitbull. And Suzaku just makes a Mohawk and then his repair drone. So that's second Mohawk.
Unit ready.
So pads are just stalling. A little tired.
Unit ready.
Been hectic weeks. Anyway, we'll see the stalemate. Is any sort of movement here? People trying to get shots off on the Razorback. Turret comes down for Keelan.
Unit lost.
And a little Pitbull invasion.
Unit lost.
Gets shut down by the Mohawks. And they get healed up.
Unit ready.
Paratone. Okay, so Suzaku made his War Factory to get his cheaper Tech Lab, then makes a Tech Lab, and the first Sandstorm is out. And so KelinDrawn has Jump Jet Troopers for the Sandstorm.
Unit ready.
And that's what he responds with. The Razorback is there to protect the Sandstorm and cleans up those Jump Jets with ease.
Defense lost.
Now Suzaku Sandstorm gets a Harvester kill,
Unit
so
lost.
he can afford to make another Sandstorm. Oh, and KelinDrawn forfeits. So Suzaku wins the set 3-1, meaning the match is tied 2-2, and we are going to go to the A set to see who takes home the $200 prize for first, I believe.
Building online.
I'm on it.
All right.
Riflemen ready to move out.
Here we go. This is the A set for Rivals Team League Finals Season 2. So this will be a final set that is played. We have
Harvester ready.
AgentShadow representing Spartan Warriors and Srpss. I have 10-minute queues.
Unit ready.
We A set first map is predetermined, and then loser picks the following maps. And you see both players open up Double Harvester, and both players are running Mammoth Tank decks.
Building online. Building online.
Let's see which version. We see actually a Rhino in Srpss's version. I think that's a pretty cool choice because it's good anti-infantry and then also can attack air, so shoot at the Razorbacks, and also being half the cost of the Razorback. So we see 3 Rhinos come out. We'll see how they do here. Oh, repair drone.
Unit
There's the
enhanced.
Rhino at the bottom pad alive to take out the Razorback. Oh, but Grenadier Squad boosted in from AgentShadow.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Nuclear weapon
Oh, but Srpss managed to get the first
Major
missile.
structural damage received.
You see AgentShadow always prefer
Taking her there.
Jackson
Unit
Liang.
lost. Unit ready.
Rolling.
typically.
Copy that.
So in his Mammoth decks as well as his
Unit lost.
Razorhawk decks. And you see he also prefers Grenadiers. Which is Grenadiers are a good choice in Mammoth versus Mammoth. Because if you get your Grenadiers down and then have your Mammoth stacked on top, it prevents the enemy Mammoth from being able to crush your Grenadiers.
Unit ready.
Anti-air, ready to roll.
And right there was a good example of how the boost comes into play, where AgentShadow's Mammoth tank was able to take out SRPS's.
Have attack in. Taking her there.
Unit lost.
I think even with repair, I'm not sure there's like a full repair drawn down,
Unit enhanced.
but I think the boosted one wins.
Moving out. Moving out.
So we see, oh,
Launch.
okay, second missile goes to AgentShadow.
Unit lost.
Moving out.
Still got a Mammoth on the field. Second one comes out. It's gonna be tough for
Unit
SRPSS now
enhanced.
Anti-air,
to come
relocating.
back. Harvester kill for Agent. Looking to grab a second
Unit
one,
lost.
but does not get it.
Unit ready.
Have attack engaged.
Okay, Mohawk comes up out for SRPSS. It's good to get some good damage on the
Unit
Mammoth,
lost.
and then dies.
Unit enhanced.
Shot though. When boosted Grenadiers come
Moving
out,
out.
looking to snag another Harvester kill. And will they get away from the Mammoth?
Unit ready.
Oh, they just get away, so the Mammoth just got there in time to prevent them from being run over. It looked like one model got run over, and the second model was shot down by the Mammoth tank.
Anti-air, relocating. Have attack engaged. Moving out. Time to
A
harvest.
couple Mohawks coming out.
Moving out.
They're going to try and take the pads.
Unit lost.
Steel missile. Tiberium has actually run out for AgentShadow, so he moves his harvesters in. It looks like, oh, the slingshot
Unit enhanced.
is able to take down those Mohawks, and AgentShadow takes game number 1.
Time to harvest.
Well played.
Three, two, one.
So
New
SRPSS
objective received.
picks Orbit and goes to,
Building online.
I guess this is preferred
Unit ready.
Razorhawk deck, the version that opens with War Dogs. Only infantry is Jump Jet Troopers. Also runs Pitbull and Talon. So it's a more aggressive, so you try and take an advantage with the War Dog opening, so that the rifleman of your opponent in a
Unit ready.
one of the, I guess, more classic or original Razorhawk decks, riflemen become useless, and then you have your Pitbull,
Unit ready.
which is more versatile than the slingshot, so still kind of you're in the air, but also can take down your opponent's slingshot
Unit lost.
and be more aggressive.
Commander.
And you have your Talon, which helps counter Razorbacks and Mohawks
Unit lost.
of your opponent.
Building
And then
online.
the Jump Jet Troopers help run in there, boost it in, take out the slingshot.
Unit ready.
Some great micro there. Oh, AgentShadow almost saved a slingshot. The last last shot from the Jump Jets. Take it down. And now this Razorback from AgentShadow is not able to do a whole lot. 2 Talons on the field. So another slingshot comes out. Looks like it's gonna get a lot of value here. Cleans up the Razorback and then grabs the Talon.
Unit ready.
So it's already paid for itself and it's still full life.
Unit ready. Unit enhanced.
Boosted Pitbull scares the slingshot into another Pitbull. It's a good move by SRPSS. Oh, almost takes it down. Oh, now the Grenadiers come out for Agent.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
And got those
Unit ready.
Pitbulls. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Agent just swapped out Mammoth Tank for Sandstorm, so a cheaper tech unit. Oh, this boosted Razorback just cleans up the infantry here. And SRPSS looking in a good position to take the second missile.
Unit lost. Nuclear missile launched.
Just ties up the series 1-1. So AgentShadow picks Slashed Field. This is a good map for tech. And we see, okay, AgentShadow going to his Mammoth deck. Opens Double Harvester. SRPSS opens Double Harvester as well, but is going for an Orca Bomber deck. So I'm guessing his thinking is gets out Orca Bombers, since Mammoth tanks have weak anti-air. Orca Bombers just go in and level the field, take out everything. Both players running Jackson again. I think since the Liang nerf, Jackson is the preferred commander now. And specific maps you could probably see a strong arm. Also, the Solomon buff is actually pretty good now. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Solomon a little more. So the Razorback comes out for AgentShadow, but a Talon is the quick response from SRPSS. Actually, a second Talon as well. Slingshot from AgentShadow. Will it be enough? This Razorback, it clears the middle pad. So Agent gets the first missile. And now the first Orca Bomber is out for SRPSS. Kills a Slingshot and the missile squad. And now the booster Orca Bomber goes in. It's going, oh, and a third one. Jesus. He's just gonna try and camp the base, I guess. Just kill everything that comes out. Okay, 2 Slingshots come out. Oh, and he killed the Orca Bomber before it can drop all its bombs.
Anti-air relocating. You got it. Moving out. Have attack engaged.
This Orca Bomber going in. Will it kill the Slingshot? Yeah, it's got it. Does it get the Harvester kill? Nah, close though. First Mammoth out for AgentShadow. So we'll see if SRPSS can handle the Mammoth now. It's all the Orca Bombers. 3 Orca Bombers on the field. So Orca Bomber going in. Boom, boom, boom. Kills that Slingshot. Kills the Harvester. Another Orca Bomber coming in. It's going to kill the Mammoth.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
2 more Orca Bombers come out. Oh. Well, this Slingshot won't be able to contest paths.
Unit lost. Unit
Booster Orca Bomber clears the top pad.
Warhead launched.
AgentShadow concedes.
Major structural damage received.
He felt he had no chance. He already had lost, I think, 2 Harvesters. Has no map control. And low on Tiberium, and no very good answer against the Orca Bombers. So SRPSS is up 2-1 in the set now. AgentShadow switches to Liang actually. And okay, so Open Prairie is his map. He goes back to the Sandstorm version of his deck. SRPSS goes back to the War Dog opening.
Unit ready.
So we'll see, since this is a 3-pad map, I guess Agent wants to do some pad steals with the repair drone. Just a little skirmish here in the middle.
Unit ready.
Trading War Dogs for the infantry, and the Razorback comes out for SRPSS and looks to clean up all these weak squads and take the first missile. Repair drone comes in for AgentShadow. But the missile is not. Oh.
Unit lost.
It's not able to stop it in time. Now slingshot's out for Agent.
Unit ready.
This is a good map to protect the slingshot. Yeah, if you sit it on that tile there.
Anti-air relocating.
Quick jump jet troopers come out. Get boosted. Looks like they'll get the slingshot. And now throw some damage in on the harvester.
Unit ready.
Riflemen ready to move out. Move.
Unit ready.
Engage.
Razorback comes out.
Building online.
Anti-air relocating.
Unit ready.
Now, Pipple for SRPSS. Pipple is going to be very hard to get into position there to kill the slingshot. Now Grenadiers are out to help protect it. Okay, the boosted Razorback is hoping to get on that Grenadiers with the slingshot. It's able to protect them. And we see more jump jet troopers coming in. So if SRPSS wins this game, then 10-minute queues wins the match and the whole tournament.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Slingshot. Eyes on the sky. Draping over. Attack engage.
Two slingshots, AgentShadow on the air, good block from the Grenadiers there.
Nuclear missile launched.
Second missile goes to Agent. Oh, he's got his tech lab out. Oh, and now his first sandstorm.
Unit lost.
So he just needs a sandstorm and then have a
Attack engage.
Razorback to protect it from the from the jump jets there.
Unit lost.
And he's in a good position here.
Anti-air relocating. Affirmative. Sandstorm moving out. Sandstorm in motion.
Unit ready.
No, two sandstorms out now.
Moving out.
I don't think SRPSS is going to be able to have an answer for this.
Unit ready.
Boosted jump jets, but now a repair drone comes in.
Unit
Another
ready.
Razorback comes out. Looking to clean up the jump
Sandstorm
jets.
drifting. Sandstorm mobile. Copy that.
Launch. Unit
And
ready.
AgentShadow takes the game.
Unit lost.
Played. So now we're 2-2 in the set. So we'll go to the final game of the final set.
3, 2,
So
1.
game 5.
New objective available.
SRPSS picks Center Rally. And again goes with this War Dog opening.
Building online.
And AgentShadow sticking with the deck he ran in the previous game.
Unit ready.
Good to see a lot of GDI. It's just worth it to note that the Shade was banned for the finals of this tournament. That's when it was originally being played. It was still early access, or whatever, so it wasn't
Building
officially
online.
announced and open for everyone. Also seems to be terribly overpowered. So in the future we may see the power shift over to Nod.
Building
We'll see what
online.
happens in following balance
Unit
changes.
ready.
So quick jump jet troopers coming out for SRPSS to get on that slingshot. Now Razorback is out. Oh, an Agent slingshot lives. The sliver of health
Unit lost. Unit ready.
on the Talon. Slaughtered.
Unit ready. Nuclear warhead.
First missile
launched.
goes to AgentShadow.
Major structural damage received.
Oh, and the block. Good block on the Mohawk. SRPSS is just throwing units
Unit
away.
lost. Unit ready.
Sending in a Pitbull. Seems like killed another Talon.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Time to
Unit ready.
ready to jump.
Razorback gonna clear up with jump jets. So it looks like Srpss is making a last ditch effort to go for the Harvester. Give him some extra Tiberium to make up for what he's lost, but he doesn't manage to kill it. And now Sandstorm is out for AgentShadow. This PSS has no answer here. Ooh. And AgentShadow wins, which means the Spartan Warriors are the RTL Season 2 champions. So congratulations. They actually were first place in Group B. 10-minute Q's was second place in Group B. Weren't exactly, I'd say, the favorites at the start of the season. I think most people would have expected the reigning champions, Team Moo, kind of be in the finals, or a roster like 10-minute Q's is a very strong roster. But Spartan Warriors were actually undefeated in the group stage, I believe. Yeah, I believe they were 9-0 in their matches. And actually are undefeated through the whole tournament then, because they won the playoff bracket. So that is crazy. I look forward to seeing how things progress as we will prepare for Season 3. So congratulations, Spartan Warriors, and thanks to everyone for watching and participating.